of the Oklahoma Victory Dolls All-Stars versus Winnipeg Roller Derby All-Stars. So just a refresher, Oklahoma in the red, Winnipeg in the purple, Oklahoma 83, Winnipeg 76. So if you are just tuning in, Oklahoma, the higher seeded team, expected to win this. Winnipeg doing a phenomenal job right now, definitely blowing the expected ratio out of the water. So we'll see how this plays out, but both teams really, really solid defense, really smart jamming. Neither team can really afford a lot of penalties or mistakes at this point because it's super close, and it has been for the entire game.
Yeah, just looking at it, the first half went 22 jams. Oklahoma lead jammer 12 of those, Winnipeg the other 10. So not very penalty heavy so far as the jammers go. It's been pretty even all across the board, which I would say is Winnipeg's modus operandi at the tournament here this weekend.
Yeah, every single game. So here we go. We've got Scarty Beachy jamming for Winnipeg, and I think that is
Trigger Trixie?
Yeah, Trigger
It is Trigger Trixie.
jamming for Oklahoma. So you'll see what we're talking about here with these formations. It's tough for either jammer to get through. Trigger does not get lead. Looks like Scar2 did, and she calls it off. So 0-0 jam to start off the second half.
I haven't seen a whole lot of the 0-0 jams here this weekend.
No.
We only had one in the first half. And already right now, just one here in the second to start us. 29 minutes and change still remaining, so we have basically the entirety of the half yet.
Yeah.
Oklahoma 83, Winnipeg 76.
Oklahoma with the pack advantage with all 4 blockers out on the track. Meanwhile, Winnipeg 3 blockers. But doing a great job taking out Emma C. Hammer, recycling her all the way to the back there. Meanwhile, Lex Go up at the front, taking lead jam for Winnipeg.
Yeah, she had a through all to come in with, I believe there's a no pack call, which gave her the opportunity she needed to get out.
Yep. Oh, and can't quite see who that was. Number 8 taking down Lex Go. Lex Go does manage to get 1 point on that, though. So 1 point for Winnipeg. 28 minutes to go in the game. Score sitting at 77 for Winnipeg, 83 for Oklahoma. So very close game. 6 points separating these two awesome teams.
And last time I saw Winnipeg yesterday, it was all lead changes all over the place. Just back and forth constantly.
Okay, wow, that was fast. Put it on your tab. Just shot off the jammer line like nothing, and takes the lead jam for Winnipeg. T-Pain got caught up there for a bit. She is now out, but Tab already through, picking up all her points.
Tab chasing, calling it off.
And off screen again, I don't know, I mean, you can't see it, but T-Pain has a tendency to mess with the other jammers and kind of play that cat and mouse game like we were talking about in the first half. I saw her do it a lot yesterday as well, so we'll see if she does it some more. But really, the game is so close right now. 2 points separating the two teams. Yeah. I personally, I wouldn't take the risk.
And I think that's what that decision was about. Do I go and try and get ahead and try and get in and get 1 or 2 and call it? But with both jammers on a scoring run being that close, better to play it conservatively right now.
Absolutely. All right, so 46. Fatal Inferno working up against 3 blockers, takes the lead jam for Oklahoma, but right out behind her, Pint-Sized Poison stays in bounds.
On 1 foot as she kind of hops it a little bit too.
Oh, nice hit there by Jackie Assassin from Winnipeg, taking out the jammer from Oklahoma, forcing the call off. So a 0-0 jam. Score is still 83 81 in favor of Oklahoma.
Yeah, and Pint Size flipping around backwards, just trying to fly across that track to get her hips across by that last whistle. Came just about 2 feet short.
All right, Skartu Bichu jamming for Winnipeg. And Trigger?
Looks like Trigger.
Yes.
It is Trigger.
Trigger. Oh, but Power Jam. No Power Jam. My mistake.
Not yet, but say Skartu out in front.
It is a
lead.
Power
Now it's a
Jam.
Power Jam.
So that was a low block being assessed to Trigger. So Winnipeg on the Power Jam. Skartu Bichu with 2 more blockers. Flamme Fatale coming up and assisting her, getting her through the pack for 5 points.
And that's good for a lead change.
And Winnipeg blockers coming out of the penalty box. They've got a full set of blockers out there. Meanwhile, Oklahoma only with 3 at the moment. Skartu working hard. 2 more blockers holding her back there. Doing a really good job. Number 85 and number 42. Skartu through for 5 points. And Trigger now out of the penalty box, but Skartu calls off the jam.
It's a very good awareness there.
Yeah, and again, playing conservatively, right? Winnipeg has taken the lead 91 to 83, and I think being the lower ranked team, you have to, once you're ahead and beating the expected ratio, play a little bit more conservatively because you don't want to give up those points. So again, for anyone that wasn't tuned in the first half, Winnipeg ranked currently number 99 in the WFTDA and Oklahoma ranked 65. So this is a little bit of an upset for Oklahoma fans, I would imagine.
And MSC Hammer, though, jamming for Oklahoma, got out first, lead jammer, but Lex Go able to keep moving through, forcing the call off.
And another 0-0 jam. So both teams doing what they need to and playing conservatively. You don't want to give up any points needlessly at this point in the game. 23, well, almost 24 minutes left in the second half, so still quite a bit of time. And yeah, any penalties or any mistakes could be pretty costly right now.
Yeah, we're also only halfway through the tournament, so you need to make sure that you're conserving energy. You don't want to do anything reckless and risk injury.
Right, because this is still basically the seeding games to determine who moves on to the championship brackets and the consolation brackets. So number 28 jamming for Oklahoma, and that is Lethal Lamb. And put it on your tab, jamming. My goodness.
It's tabbing now. She got through first, but no pass, no penalty, so she's not going to be lead. So Lethal Lamb still has an opportunity to get lead jammer here.
Yeah, she sure does.
But she's got to get past the 3-wall.
Oh, and Missile taking her out at the front. Now stuck at the back of the pack.
Yeah, Flamme Fatale forcing her into the infield.
And Tab being taken all the way back by number 27, Jade Shark. Jade Shark has been a very effective blocker so far in this game. She's always involved in all of the key plays from what I've noticed.
Now it is star pass to number 82. That's Menace. 28 to 82.
Ooh,
it's the same way backwards and forwards.
Palindrome. Tab still scoring points, so 5 points on that last pass. 4 points up for Oklahoma.
And we're going to go the full 2 minutes with 38 seconds left in the jam.
Yeah, and again, Jade Shark pulling Tab back and then getting forced out herself.
Yeah, Tab sent flying into the infield, almost taking out one of the referees.
So 4 more points up on the board for Oklahoma, 4 more for Winnipeg. There we go, Menace back in the pack. Oh, and again, Jade Shark. She seems to have Tab's number, keeps forcing her to the outside, recycling her to the back, and then right back in there blocking. So
yeah, it's going to come down to the last couple seconds here to see how this jam actually finishes up. 4 additional points for Oklahoma, nothing additional for Winnipeg.
yeah, so really Oklahoma netting 3 points in that, but when you look at the score up on the board, Winnipeg still up by 5 points. 100 for Winnipeg, 95 for Oklahoma. 21 minutes left to go in this half. Okay, so pint size, Poison jamming for Winnipeg and T-Pain, or is that?
Is it Trigger?
Trigger, yes, Trigger. Sourpuss.
No, that is
dropping back.
Fatal Inferno.
Oh, wow. They all look the same. They're all tall and agile.
They're all wearing red shirts and black pants.
So both jammers really working hard. These blocking cores are hard to get through.
Yeah.
Winnipeg with like a tripod formation with a safety, and then it. Oh no!
Jammer on jammer. As Fatal takes out.
Oh no!
Pint size not keeping track. Oh!
She actually came back in. Oh my goodness! I think she just kind of didn't think for a second.
The look on her face.
Yeah, like I can't believe I just did
How did
that.
I not realize that?
Some nice work by Fatal there. Her intention, I think, was to have her team eat the baby, as it's called, but forcing a track cutting penalty instead.
Yeah, I was saying unforced error like that. It really opens it up for Oklahoma right now.
Yeah, which is just what they need. I mean, they're 5 points behind. And
there's the initial pass.
Yeah, I mean, Winnipeg doing a
penalty, so
phenomenal job
minutes.
of killing that penalty. I mean, that was basically the whole penalty just for the initial pass, but there we go. Sourpuss having a really great game today. She's also been involved in a lot of the key plays, a lot of the run backs, forcing penalties, etc. for Winnipeg, so good on her for doing that. And D3PO takes the star, or well, has it handed to her by pint size.
Yeah, you can't actually take it.
You can't just take it.
You can receive it, but you cannot take it. At 5-0 in favor of Oklahoma.
Look at that.
Ties us up again.
Another tie game.
It's fantastic back and forth action here that we're seeing. Which, again, I'm expecting this now every time I see Winnipeg here.
Well, all three of their games have been like this,
yeah.
So it's, I mean.
It's a fair expectation to have. They always deliver.
For sure.
Scartu on the line for Winnipeg.
There we go, and Trigger takes lead for Oklahoma. Scartu right behind her, about half a track behind her. Oklahoma with the track advantage.
And Winnipeg trying to get to the front.
Trigger sneaks through the inside line. 4 points up for Oklahoma, so lead change.
Lead change number 3?
I believe so.
Number 4.
Four. How exciting.
So not quite as back and forth as far as lead changes goes yesterday, but we still have 17 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
Again,
and this is about where it started to pick up.
Yeah, and no one was really expecting this from Winnipeg, right? Being ranked 99th and Oklahoma being 65th. That's quite a difference. And Lex Go taking a little stumble, but still getting through for lead jam. MSC Hammer being recycled by Sourpuss, who I mentioned was having a phenomenal game, doing a lot of those run backs, and of course living up to that and doing it again.
Lex finds a hole on the inside, jumps up to the front, picks up 5. But MSC Hammer neck and neck with their
MSC Hammer forcing her up, but also going down in the process.
Yes,
so Lex Go.
Great awareness on Lex Go, seeing her go down.
Right, she was going to call it off and then decided, nope, let's try and get another point. Didn't work out, no points, but definitely a risk worth taking, I think, on that one.
I said they both stayed up and inbounds for so long coming around after that hit. Like they were both kind of reeling from it for a good 20 feet.
So look at that, another lead change. Winnipeg now up by 1 point. So 105 Winnipeg, 104 Oklahoma. 16 and a half minutes to go in this game. Still anyone's game, could go either way. All right, T-Pain jamming for Oklahoma.
Right around the outside. Yeah.
Put it on your tab, right behind her, about half a track. Clem Fatale heading to the penalty box, leaving only 2 blockers, my apologies, for Winnipeg. Roll meet forced T-Pain out. She's still on the ground. You can't see it on the screen, but I think may have hurt her ankle a little bit.
Yeah, she definitely grabbed it. I think she kind of got caught up a little bit on the
On
rope
the
as she came
rope,
out backwards.
yeah.
So
She seems okay.
Yeah, probably just kind of shocked a little bit because I know she had a hard hit earlier.
All right, so another lead change now. Oklahoma 108, Winnipeg 105.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, so 2 blockers out on the track for Winnipeg. One of them being Sourpuss, though, who has been phenomenal. But Trixie Trigger gets through, takes the lead. Or sorry, not Trixie. That is Fatal Inferno. I'm gonna have to apologize to her after. I keep getting her name. Fine Size Poison also out on her initial pass. Trixie trying to get a point there. She does manage 2 and then calls off the jam. So that bumps Oklahoma up to 110. Winnipeg still at 105. 15 minutes left in this game. We hope you folks at home are enjoying this. I know we are.
Definitely.
It's been super exciting.
So Winnipeg going to start a little short. Oklahoma going to start a little short. 3-on-3 in the pack.
Winnipeg taking a timeout. I think it's a good time to do that. Aw, look, they're hugging. That's so cute. They are a very friendly team. Oklahoma seems a little more serious, a little more, intense.
Game-faced.
Totally. Not that Winnipeg isn't intense, but, they, knowing them for a few years now, they like to focus on fun, too.
It's a very happy, friendly team, and, really a good way to express the community as a whole. It's a very serious sport, but we like to have fun. We all get along really well.
Yes, absolutely. Those Oklahoma fans are getting rowdy.
Yes, and there are quite a few of them over there in the stands.
Yeah.
So Winnipeg not without their cheering section.
Right, they've got the Glenmore Reservoir Dogs over in the corner here cheering for them. I'm just cheering for roller derby.
Yep, exactly. I'm cheering for all the people at home watching.
Totally. Okay, we've got Scar 2 Beachy jamming for Winnipeg. And it is Trigger Trixie. 2 for lead. Scar 2 takes off the start, gets through on her initial. Trigger coming in hard, making legal contact though, and through for 4 points. Calls off the jam before Scar 2 can get any points. So there we go, 4 points for Oklahoma, getting them up to 114, 105 for Winnipeg. So yeah, this is intense.
Yeah, only 14 minutes left to go here. 9-point differential.
Yeah.
It's still too close to call.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's
like
one of the
I
great things we had
before,
all weekend. Yeah.
With Winnipeg, you can't count them out. And same with Oklahoma, as it seems. And again, this is the number 1 seed Oklahoma up against the number 4 seed in this pool. So, yeah, no one really expected this, but it's... Wow, yeah, so MSC Hammer through lead jam. Let's go right behind her.
And as far as the overall rankings go, I think these are 2 of the furthest apart teams we have here.
Yeah, yeah. They're number 65, Oklahoma, and then we've got number 99, Winnipeg.
So 34-point differential as far as the rankings go. We've got a lot of teams that are ranked within 1 or 2 points of each other. So to have a game with this close of a game, but that wide of a rankings gap.
Yeah,
there's definitely gonna be some upset in the rankings.
There will be, yeah. Oklahoma right now sitting at 52% of the points, Winnipeg with 48. So, I mean, it's intense.
Yeah.
Oh.
T-Pain jamming again. Looks like she recovered from that nasty trip up she had over the wild, but she gets a back block. I saw back blocking assess. Okay, that's who got it.
Back blocked the jammer. That's what went down there.
Yeah, I saw T-Pain's jam ref signaling it.
Oh, and Tab taking a little stumble. Her coach telling her to keep going.
T-Pain very quickly trying to
Gee,
chase this pack. Winnipeg in the
hustle.
back. So
That
Winnipeg needs
blocker
to
was
get to the
chasing
front.
her around the track. That's funny.
Okay, good call by Tab there before any points were scored.
Yeah, so 12 minutes to go. I don't know that I would waste a ton of time right now if I was Winnipeg being behind. I mean, not by much, but still.
No,
right?
but 11 points, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's certainly something they can recover from quickly. They did have a rather large jam earlier, 21 points.
All right, so we've got 46.
Fatal.
Yes, fatal. Jamming for Oklahoma up against Sourpuss. Does get around her. Lead jam for Oklahoma.
Pine Size trying to get past here.
She's so sneaky, though. It's hard
Yeah.
to see her. She's out on her initial pass. Meanwhile, Fatal coming back in. She's passed all 4 hips. Calls off the jam. Putting up 4 more points for Oklahoma. So Oklahoma trying to stretch out that lead a little bit. Now 15 points separating the 2 teams with about 11 minutes to go in this game.
Yes, and really it's come down to just those single passes. 5 points, then 4 points, 2, 4,
And
2,
getting
4.
lead,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's what Oklahoma needs to do. They need to get lead. They need to get those points really quick and call it off. So even if they only get 1 or 2, it extends their lead a little bit. Number 9 from Oklahoma heading to the penalty box on a back block call. That's Coffee Grinder.
And Trigger Trixie jamming for Oklahoma out in front. Lead jammer. About a quarter lap coming up on the back of the pack. I believe Scartu has the helmet cover for Winnipeg.
Yeah, she's got it.
There
in
it
her
is.
hand.
Now I see it.
Oh, but Trigger Trixie being assessed I believe it's a
cut.
track, track cut penalty.
So Winnipeg, here we go. Power jam
Okay.
opportunity.
And who
Scartu,
better
yeah.
I mean, she put up 21 points earlier on a power jam, so let's see if she can do it again. That's just what Winnipeg needed. And you have to credit that to the blockers doing such a phenomenal job of forcing those penalties, right?
Yeah, and then your blockers coming in, opening up lanes on these power jams to get Scartu through.
So Scartu being drawn back. Again, I believe that's Jade. Yeah, Jade Shark. So really, really outstanding blocker from Oklahoma.
And a good job on the penalty kill for Oklahoma. Only 1 pass allowed.
So Trigger back on the track now, dealing with all 4 Winnipeg blockers. Oh, but
A low block.
Yeah, a low block being assessed to Trigger. So 2 penalties in 1 jam. Scartu looking a little tired though, so there she goes. Nice little hop, skip, and a jump. She's through for 5 points.
So that's going to bring us to within 5, and she's got plenty of time.
Yeah, 8 seconds left. That's enough time to get a couple more. Ooh, being forced out.
It's going to be good for
I think she made the right move, just staying off the track there, not coming back in and risking a penalty, right?
Yeah.
So.
St. Trigger picked up 4 points on her way around the last pass. But a power jam start.
Yeah, power start
for Winnipeg. So
now there's only 9 points separating the 2 teams. Winnipeg 115, Oklahoma 124. 8 minutes to go. And Oklahoma very, very smartly taking a timeout. I think they need to maybe chat about cooling their jets a little bit, and not getting too excited and too worked up. And just
watch those penalties.
Strong.
Yeah.
It's anyone's game right now.
We should be seeing Lex go on the line, jamming for Winnipeg for this power start.
Yeah, they seem to have a pretty consistent jammer rotation on both sides.
It looks like Lex Go from here.
Oh yeah, that's Lex. She's the tallest of all the Winnipeg Jammers. That's how I
That
spot
makes her
her.
much easier to spot
Yeah.
then.
And that's why I keep getting the Jammers on Oklahoma kind of mixed up, is they're all kind of the
They're
taller,
kind of the same size
tall,
and shape.
lean, yeah.
Listen, they all do fantastic work as Jammers too. Very effective, fast, agile.
All right, so Lex Go on the power start here for Winnipeg.
They're trying to break through a 3-wall right now. Down to 2, but she gets sent back to the back of the pack.
There
Finds
she
a hole up the
goes.
middle. Can she get out? On her own, trying to fight through
She
side steps to the
does.
inside.
Trigger now out of the penalty box, coming in hot. She is through on her initial.
But Let's Go already having that lead,
Yeah.
making her scoring pass.
She's past one
Tripped
set
up.
of hips for sure.
Gonna need to try and get back up in front, get 1-2. There's the
Oh.
call off.
Nice little spinny move there. I don't know.
She
No,
picks up 1.
just the one, but
1 is better than 0.
absolutely. And that little spinny move was pretty impressive. So, so 116 Winnipeg, 124 Oklahoma. 7 minutes to go. Will Winnipeg be able to turn this around and pull out the win? Who knows? But
It would be a huge
regardless-
upset for Oklahoma.
Huge, huge. Regardless, though, Winnipeg is blowing the expectation. Just
Yeah, so this is going to be
out
very
of the
good for
water.
Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it looks like MSC Hammer jamming for Oklahoma. Oh, swing and a miss there by Girl Meat. Tab now out of,
Oh!
taken out at the front of the pack. But this
Menace with a huge hit.
Oh, what happened there? You know, it was really hard to see on the monitor what happened. I'm not sure if a penalty is being assessed or not. I don't. The officials are discussing. You can't see it on the screen here, but
If
they
there
are
will, I
discussing
think it'll be a low block. 'Cause it looked like somebody got sideswiped,
potentially.
but
yeah.
it's going to
I
be
don't
really
know.
hard to tell.
And I don't know if they're discussing assessing that to MSC Hammer or to one of the Winnipeg blockers. So official timeout. I believe it's going to one of the Winnipeg blockers. Nope, looks like nothing. So just kidding, guys.
As fast as everything happened, it's entirely possible. It's just natural skate motion.
Yes. Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Okay, so pint size poison out on the line for Winnipeg, and we've got fatal on the line for Oklahoma.
Fatal trying to get around Sourpuss.
Sourpuss having a phenomenal game. I don't think I've ever seen her play as well as she's playing today as a blocker for Winnipeg.
Fatal getting tripped up. Pine Size trying to work her way around from the back.
Yeah, weaving back and forth, just trying to find a lane.
And already 30 seconds away and still no lead.
Yeah, and challenging those links is pint size poison. Jade being sent off to the penalty box on a direction of play penalty. Still no lead, almost a full minute now. So
Pine Size looks like trying to do a star pass. She had pulled the cover off, intending to hand it to D3PO, but then she got sent out and had
oh
to
no,
recycle
she did
back.
hand it to her. There we go, D3PO through, no lead, of course, as it was a cat pass. And Sourpuss just owning Fatal on her own. Beautiful one-on-one blocking.
Minute and 12 seconds away, still no lead Jammer.
No, but D3PO putting up 5 points, grand slam there. There we go,
There's the
Fatal
lead.
gets through lead. It took a minute and a half for her to get lead jam, calls off the jam, and again, now it's a 3-point game.
I'll say with
3
4.5
points.
minutes left to play, Winnipeg right there.
I'm so impressed by both of these teams right now. This is, I think, one of the funnest games to be calling this whole weekend.
It's definitely coming down to the end. Like, this is going to be a barn burner. T-Pain lining up for Oklahoma.
And Scar 2 will be jamming for Winnipeg, it looks like.
It's going to be a good jammer matchup. Scar 2 set a couple jams out, get her nice and rested and recovered.
It's they have totally different styles too. I mean, T-Pain is super aggressive and just fast, and yeah, I mean, Scar 2 is more, she's dodgy, she's super agile on her toe stops, but she can also drive really hard, so let's see who gets through first.
Yes, there's two totally different styles, but both very powerful, very effective. Winnipeg with a 4-on-3 blocking advantage in the pack. Winnipeg lining up in front. Did a good job trying to contain T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain just attacking the middle of that blocking wall. Down to 2, and she is
finds it around the outside.
Scar 2 taking off the helmet cover. Doesn't necessarily need to pass just through on her initial. Winnipeg blockers resetting, and number 22, Tenacious V, showing exactly why she is called that. So 3 points on the board there for Oklahoma.
So it spreads us a little bit further apart.
Yeah,
6-point gap, but
that's
it's
nothing.
only 6 points.
Holy smokes. So 121 Winnipeg, 127 Oklahoma, 3.5 minutes left in the game.
Winnipeg still slight pack advantage, 4-on-3.
Let's go jamming for Winnipeg, and I believe that's fatal.
Trigger.
Nope, trigger. All right, let's go with one more to pass up at the front there. She does. Takes a little stumble, but through on her initial. Trigger approaching the back, and only 2 Winnipeg blockers there. Staying on her one skate. I think that might have been like 2 wheels at one point. Beautiful, beautiful jam there by Trigger. So 4 more points on the board there for Oklahoma. 131 now for Oklahoma, 121. So a 10-point game. Just under 3 minutes left to go.
But one good power jam for Winnipeg, and this could go the complete other direction.
Exactly, exactly. So it might be tough to do with, 2 blockers on the track, but you never know. I will never count this team out.
I've seen stranger things happen.
Oh, yeah. And one of those blockers being Tenacious B, she's just vicious.
The tab almost through.
Oh, Flem forcing MC Hammer back, tab through for the lead jam. MC Hammer also out on her initial. Oklahoma trying to pick up the pace. So that tab cannot score any points. Tab
calls it. Did she pick up? She picked up 1.
1 point. All that work for 1 point, but well worth it.
Oklahoma getting 2.
Oh no, yeah they did. Wow, I missed that. So Winnipeg has got to be happy with this game though. I don't think even Winnipeg expected to do this well against the top seed in their pool.
And Winnipeg going for an official review here.
Probably to challenge those points, I would imagine, but.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that was a penalty that was questionable or a lack of a call for a penalty. So points is the safe assumption here, especially since we are getting so close to the wire. And that was really close as that jam was coming to an end.
So right now, Oklahoma is sitting at 52% of the points, Winnipeg at 48% of the points. So Oklahoma kind of underperforming, not to say anything against them, but in terms of percentages, they weren't expecting this. I don't think Winnipeg completely blowing the expectations out of the water. And yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and we were talking just about the points for the rankings.
Absolutely.
Nothing to do performance-wise.
No,
they are definitely performing very well. This has been a fantastic game to watch. And so with so much of the rankings being built on speculation, and you need to get this much, this is how we expect you to do against this team.
It goes to show that you can only count on the rankings so much, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it comes down to so many other factors, like, you know, your coaching and how your skaters are feeling that day and how much you practice certain things and, you know, the calls that are being made. So there's so many factors that kind of contribute to the success of a team. All right, here we go. We've got one blocker sitting in the penalty box for Winnipeg, so pack advantage going to Oklahoma right now.
Oh, no!
A forearm penalty being assessed to T-Pain. So this leaves Pine Size on a power jam. She does have Jade to contend with out there, who has kind of had the Winnipeg Jammers numbers all game, but Winnipeg kind of sitting back there waiting for the no-pack call. Pine Size still not able to get through. T-Pain already standing in the penalty box. Oh, almost through and then taken out by Jade, but Jade does go down. Pine Size through for lead. That took, you know, the whole penalty basically. So excellent, excellent power play kill by Oklahoma.
Winnipeg's defense rallying right now, trying to keep T-Pain back.
Yeah.
She's having a hard time getting through. Force to the infield, drag and drop.
That is Payne Goodall, dragging her all the way back.
And this is still her initial pass. So there's 4 for Pine Size.
D3PO now dragging her back. So, wow.
Great job holding T-Pain right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, Winnipeg might be able to pull this off. Pine
It's
Size is going to have
so
to dig deep, though. I mean, she's got 30 seconds left to do this.
Regulation just ran out.
So 30 seconds left for her to potentially do this, but she's tired. Both jammers are just exhausted.
Understandably so. This has been hard. Gets around. That's 5.
She's got 12 seconds. Her team, you can't see them on the screen, but
they're down by 2. If she can get 2 points in 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Oklahoma trying to pick up the speed. Oh wow.
So close.
Wow. That was intense.
Wow.
That is crazy. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often.
Like, I know it's kind of cold in here, but that last 10 seconds gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's just incredible to watch. Like, will she be able to get around in time? Unfortunately, about 3 seconds too short.
Yeah, and this is the unofficial final. I mean, when it's this close, they're going to make sure that all the numbers are correct.
Yeah, we're going to get very close looking at this.
Wow, I'm blown away by this game.
That was fantastic.
Amazing roller derby by both teams. Amazing coaching.
So Oklahoma is going to remain undefeated in this tournament so far.
Wow.
Winnipeg is going to move to 1-2.
Winnipeg has so much to be proud of, though, in this game. I mean, they scored 49% of the points in this game. That's astounding. And Oklahoma, like, huge, huge kudos to Oklahoma for being able to hold on to that. And smart play by them.
Yeah, so rankings-wise, this is going to be huge for Winnipeg coming out of this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic to watch, especially that last jam. Those last couple passes.
Insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
absolutely.
So there you see Oklahoma taking their victory lap. So Oklahoma will for sure be in the winner's bracket. Remains to be seen whether Winnipeg will be there or not. Really depends on a couple games later today in that pool. So
that's right, and we've got a short break immediately following this. We'll start back up at 3 o'clock.
Wow, I'm still just in shock. That was astounding.
Yeah, we're just sitting here trying to.
Think of something to say. Yeah, wow. And the Winnipeg girls are just so friendly. They're just coming
Come
by
by,
and
say
thanking.
hi.
Good job, ladies. All right, so we will leave you with that. So final score again, 133 Oklahoma, 131 Winnipeg. Both teams should be very, very proud of what they put out there today. This is the best kind of roller derby to watch, and I'm super pumped that we got to announce this
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I'm still trying to recover from
Me
this.
too, me too. So I'm gonna go have a coffee, so leave it at that. But I'm Mamacita.
I am Rock the Mike.
Thanks so much for joining us.